Race 9 of the season, qualified in the third position, and the lights are going out, and we are off, qualified in the third position, and we have a favorite track. It's hot enough, we are pushing flat out, and hopefully we can get a decent result, maybe even some points, or some more, and we have lost the position. No, we got it back, lovely. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today it's time for part 2 of my season in Elite. If you haven't seen the first part, I think you should go and watch it first, because there might be some spoilers in this video as well for the first part. Here is a lovely thumbnail. This is what you are looking for. So far this season I have done 4 test sessions. In order to keep testing, of course, we need to buy and downgrade some parts. These are the updates that are needed to go testing for race 5 and finish the race hopefully without too much smoking, with low CT risk. After the last race, this sponsor complained, so that's the first warning that we got from this sponsor, so most likely they will be cancelling quite soon. Luckily, the other sponsor is still fine, and they haven't complained just yet. I think we should be fine with this sponsor to get the full money. Race 5 of the season here at Qatar, qualified in the 32nd position, as yet still again too cold, so we aren't pushing, and seems like we are keeping the position, and hopefully the car won't break at the end of the race, and we can do some more testing. And let's go to the end of the race. Let's see where we finished. So we started 32nd and we finished the race in a 29th position. I believe it's the best result of the season, so lovely. And nothing much happened really in my race, I believe, so let's go to the race analyze. Race analyze, so started in 32nd position, used 10 CT this time, and of course the drivers gained some lovely stats. Energy doesn't matter because we didn't push, and we have finished the race with 0 fuel. We had nothing left. Okay, interesting, we're a little bit tight on fuel this time. So after the race, one of my parts is at 89%, so that means if you do a short stint, you can get 1% of damage, so let's do that. Hard tires and cornering please, and let's drive the lap. So a lap done, so now I need to work out how many laps my tires will last, and so we can go for a 92 or 93% damage after the test. I believe about 42 laps, so let's go 41 to be safe, and of course don't forget to add the fuel and drive the lap, and stint done, and yes, lovely. So now we have above 90% damage, so now we need to first fix the car and remember to come back later to complete the test session. I didn't forget to complete the test session, so the test session has been completed, and this is from the past testing sessions, just forgot to recall it. Race 6 of the season, yet again too cold, this time qualified into a 27th position, and at the start we have lost 2 positions and one more the lap later, but in the end it doesn't matter as we aren't pushing, so in the end I managed to finish the race in a lovely 28th position, the best result of the season, and let's go to the race analyze. So race analyze, so started 27th, used 10 CT yet again. Of course the driver gained some stats, energy doesn't matter, pit stop was fine, we had 11 liters left at the finish, so that was more than enough, and in the end 28th position, and the best result is the finish, and we got some money. It's racing time for the next race. Let's quickly check the weather, and at Yas Marina the weather is decent enough to try and push. There is a small risk of rain, so hopefully it won't rain, but first we need to do some car updates, as we need to change some parts. Currently I have the 26 car, and sadly my car isn't matched for the upcoming track. That is a pity, but if I downgrade my engine, then I don't need a gearbox and skip testing. We can save some money, and of course buy some small parts for about 12 million, so that should be fine. The race might not be the most suitable condition. We are more aiming for race 9 of the season. Race 7 of the season here at Yas Marina, qualified in a 28th position, and at the start we gained 4 positions into 24th position, and yes, it seems like we don't have the pace. Also, Yas Marina is a very hard overtaking track, so that is why I have opted to go for the hard one-stop. Might not be the best strategy. Medium two-stop could have been a possibility, but I wasn't quite sure. Also, it's hot enough to warn the push to try and let's see what happens, and it seems that we are stuck in traffic and we don't have the speed. At least we are now clear to traffic as the two-stop cars are making their first pit stop of the race, and so far we are up into 18th position, but we are like 2 seconds a lap too slow anyway, so yes, and nothing is happening, and we had a driver mistake and just about time to make the pit stop. Yes, here we are into the pits and back out on track in 22nd, and it seems like 22nd might be where we will be finishing this race, and of course that would be the best finishing result of the season. And there is a car into the pits and we gained the position up into 21st position with about 15 laps to go. Not really anything is happening to my race. Of course we are pushing flat out or near as flat out. But yes, I'm not quite sure if we done medium two-stop, it would have been anything really different. Interesting to see. I wasn't expecting to be this slow and this far off the points, and we have finished the race in a 21st position, the best finishing position of the race, but it wasn't what I was expecting before the race. Race analyzed, so started 28, gained a few positions at the start, 75 CT, we had still some energy left, and of course I was also boosting this race, so yes, and in the end we finished in the 21st position and had a lovely decent enough pit stop, and nothing else crazy happened this race. And the next race weather is also hot, slightly hotter, so let's try the pushing again. Let's see what happens, and hopefully we have a better result this time. Race 8 of the season here at Fuji, qualified in a lovely 17th position, and it's hot, we are pushing and we are going flat out, and at the start I crashed. So we have finished the race in a 39th position on lap 1 of the race, and no points this time, and so let's head to the race analyze. So race analyze, so qualified in 17th, crashed on the start the race. I was going for 85 CT this time and using the force, but which was apparently too much, and of course the driver gained some stats, and of course the driver energy is still at 100%, so we don't need to train any spa resort for next race. And of course the pit stop went really well, we hadn't any, and we made some money without spending any damage on the part, so let's continue. It's time for race 9 of the season, and race 9 is at South Korea, and it's my favorite track of my driver, so it's time to check out the weather and see if we are lucky with some hot weather. So let's go and check it out, and luckily it's hot weather. Maybe some rain in the first part of the race, but hopefully it stays dry. And because we had a star crash last race, the driver has 100% of energy, so we don't need to do spa resort. So we can focus the training for sports psychologist to boost the motivation as much as possible to get some more speed out of him. So let's do the training. Lovely. We gain some motivation. And of course we can also extend the contract to get even more motivation, so let's do that and select 17 races and extend the contract, and okay, contract extended, and now we have 105 motivation that we didn't have before. Did you know that there are many more GPRO videos on the channel? Why not hit that subscribe button? Race 9 of the season, qualified in the 3rd position, and the lights are going out, and we are off, qualified in the 3rd position, and we have a favorite track. It's hot enough, we are pushing flat out, and hopefully we can get a decent result, maybe even some points, or some more, and we have lost the position. No, we got it back, lovely. Let's hope that we can keep the position. No, it seems like we have lost one position, but at least we haven't crashed on the opening lap, and we have lost the position yet again. No, we got it back, and we have lost 2 positions into 5th position after lap 1, and it seems like we can get a position back on lap 2 with the boost, so that is nice to see, and just hopefully we can do our own pace, won't be blocked, and we have a good race, and maybe some points are possible. Let's see what happens. It looks like we are into a 3rd position after lap 2 has finished, so that's lovely. So we are in 3rd position after lap 2, and then on lap 3 it started raining, so we gained the position, but the cars are pitting, and of course my continentals don't work well in the rain, so that is unfortunate, and of course the strategy is out of the window, and at lap 7ish we are back into a 9th position so far, but it's raining for a short period, and it's dry again, so back up into a 5th position, still in the neighborhood of some points, but of course the strategy is messed up. Currently 15th after the pit stop, lost even 1 more position, but got it back quite quickly, and got 1 more, and lovely 14th position out of the points. Strategy is messed up. I'm not quite sure what is going to be happening this race. It seems like that we have the pace, not losing like 2 seconds a lap like we did in a previous race that we did, and it looks like we are battling for some points. It comes all down to some strategy and how long the tires last. I'm not quite sure that I will be able to make it until the end of the race with this set of tires that we just got to the pits, back out on track in the 16th positions. Points are looking unlikely at this point, but we can always try. I don't think they are possible. I believe a lot of cars still need to do some kind of pit stop, so we are now back up into a 7th position at this point. But yes, lovely. Yes, there would have been some points, but I'm pretty sure that the fuel won't last, so that we need to do 1 more stop, and that would mean that we are finishing outside of the points. If it hadn't rained, the points would have been a very likelihood, then the strategy could have worked. I think it worked. Looking at my pace and what happened, yes, here is the final pit stop with a few laps to go, and we are back out on track in 11th position, so no points for us today, and hopefully some more cars need to pit, but I don't think they will, and it looks like we have finished the race in a 10th position, as someone needs to stop on the last lap of the race, so at 10th position and no points for us, which is a shame, and let's see what we can see in the race analyze. So started in 3rd position. Unfortunately it started raining. We used 75 CT and we ran out of energy. This time I was using overtake where possible in order to not have another star crash, and if we had some more fuel, maybe points would have been possible. That would have been really nice. Unfortunately it wasn't, so that's a pity, and in the end we made some money. Race 10 of the season here at the Bucharest ring, qualified in a 26th position, but it's cold this time, and so we aren't pushing flat out. Back down into 27, but soon we will be back up into 26th hopefully, and yes, lovely, and let's see where we finish the race, as it doesn't really matter at this point, and I finished the race in a 26th position, so lovely, we got some race income. Race analyzed, so started 26th, used 45 CT, trying to do something different. Of course we had some energy left, but not really anything happened in the race. We did 1 pit stop, and in the end finished in the 26th position and got some lovely money. And after this race, my sponsor contract with Tag Heuer has finished, so we are not getting this sponsor income anymore. Race 11 of the season here at Anderstorp, starting in 20th position, and of course we gained a few positions at the start into a 17th position, but this race it's hot, and I strangely opted to do a 2-stop strategy, whilst forgetting that at Anderstorp it's very hard to overtake and everyone will most likely be doing a 1-stop, so I have the wrong strategy, so this race is out of the window. And in the end, I managed to finish the race in a 25 position, most likely being blocked quite a lot and on the worst strategy. Race analyzed, so started in 20th position, did 80 CT this race, and the driver made the energy last, so that was nice to see. And of course I had the wrong strategy. Pit stops aren't that amazing as well, and of course we were blocked quite a lot. So in the end, at 25th position, and we gained some money. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon, and check out one of these videos if you haven't, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Goodbye!